you want to be able to squeeze the most out of your leads and be able to get results like this in your inbound, follow through, because I'll be going through a 3-phase inbound automated system that uses AI to get the most out of all your leads and continue to re-engage them for months and months. So here is the fully automated AI inbound lead system that is going to squeeze the most out of all your leads. This is what I've been working on for quite a while, and I think this 3-part system ensures that all of your inbound systems are automated. You don't have to be sending emails. You just get leads straight into your sort of pipeline. It does all the following up for you, and it only alerts a team when you actually have a hot interested lead who's ready to hop on a call. So everything before the actual sales call part is all managed for you. So without further ado, I'll jump in. So how it starts is a lead qualifier. So you guys obviously probably know what this is, but how it works is you get a form of interest. So this is how you're going to get all your inbound leads through. So it's going to be on your Facebook ads or your website or any sort of landing page that you have. You want to have a sort of form where leads can enter in questions. So I recommend having questions that are actually quite detailed, because you'll see in a bit how AI can use those sort of answers to really make the sort of follow-ups a lot more personalized and a lot more effective. So I would recommend having stuff like, why do you want to start now? Are you still exploring other options? What services do you actually need? So things like that are really going to make this a lot more effective. So once they submit the form, AI in the back end will come and qualify and rank them based on a criteria. So that criteria can be anything you really like, but for this example, I've got, if the lead isn't really ready yet, it'll be cold. If the lead doesn't have the budget, it'll be cold. Whereas the lead, if the lead's in need of exactly your service, so for this example, I was saying, let's say it's a marketing agency. If they need SEO, website building, and Facebook ads, if you offer all those, then it'll be a warm lead. But if you don't offer everything they're actually after, then it'll be colder. And if the lead obviously wants to start right now and they're actually eager to go, that's going to be making them very warm. So once they're actually sort of qualified into the tiers, they're going to be placed into the according email campaigns. So I'll show you what happens there. So cold leads are going to be sort of warmed up more, given free value, whereas your warmer leads are going to be sort of pushed onto a call sort of sooner. And different languages used in both the emails, but I'll show you that in a second. And then what you can do is, what I do for a lot of clients is I create a sort of dashboard on just like a website dashboard that I can share with my clients, where they can come over here, refresh the data and see all of the kind of leads and how they're going in the pipeline. So it shows you where the prime leads are, how many tier 2s you have, stuff like that. This is a really good way to just make what you're actually doing visible. So yeah, obviously it tracks all the key metrics, tells you about the calls booked as well at the bottom. It's a really good way to sort of actually visualize everything that's happening in the back end. Now we'll jump into personalized follow-ups. So this is obviously really important. This is where you're going to be actually closing them, where you're going to attempt to be closing them at least. This is where you follow up on submission. So while the lead's actually hot, so AI will instantly email the lead who submits the form, within about 5-10 seconds. That's automatically going to boost your chance of closing them by over 200%, because they're actually hot right now. They want the service right now, not 2 or 3 hours later when your sales team can actually get back to them. So that's going to be massive for you. Also, as I said before, it uses different language based on the level of qualification of the lead. So I'm not going to go over that again, but as I said before, cold leads and warm leads are going to be sort of spoke to differently. You'll see in this example bottom anyways. And then you'll be followed up with until they respond. So every 3 days, every 7 days, whatever you want, you can make it. So if you want them to follow up with them a lot and sort of be more pushy, you can do that. It's all based on how you want to set this up. And then once they respond, the sales team's alerted and moved on to manual intervention. So once they actually respond and they want to hop onto a call, or they just respond, because I don't like AI actually speaking to them on response, because I think once they're actually having a conversation with you, it's better if a sales team's alerted and it's manual intervened. But if it's just follow-ups, that can be done all with AI and automation. So yeah, the sales team's only actually going to come into this when it has ready to go leads actually responding. So everything else is taken care of. And as I said before, it's going to use refined copyrighted email templates with personalization variables relating to their answers. So it's not going to be big, like sloppy, just AI emails back and forth. It's more refined copywritten email templates with little bits of personalization brought into it. So stuff like why they that they want this service, or if they want to start now, we'll speak about that. So AI will pick and choose what it wants to speak about. So it just makes it seem a lot more genuine, and it looks like you actually wrote it. So this is an example of like if you were responding to a less qualified lead. So appreciate you getting in touch, and then you have a variable for their name. We happen to specialize in the service they inputted. So let's say they said they wanted SEO. AI might mention that. I'd love to learn I'd love to learn more about your goals and what you're hoping to achieve, so we can see if it's the right fit. So that's where, when they're less qualified, they're probably not gonna jump on a sales call right away. So that's gonna get them to sort of speak a bit and build a sort of relationship. This is an example of the highly qualified. So thanks for reaching out. It has their name variable as well. Seems eager to get going quick, which is already a great sign. I had a look at your company, your website, and I can already see some growth opportunities. So that's going to get them excited, and chances are they're going to reply and hop on a call where they're going to be manually intervened later on. Now, finally, this is the third and final bit of the inbound system. This is where you're really going to squeeze the most out of them, and that's the re-engaging. So chances are a lot of leads aren't going to go through with it, and you're going to have a lot of dead leads when you follow up. So that's just what happens a lot of the time. Not every single lead you're going to get is going to be jumping on a call with you. So this is what you do with all the leads that have died, or not obviously literally, but metaphorically. So when the lead who has entered your CRM, your pipeline, so whoever's filled the form, hasn't replied to any emails, or they haven't been interacted with for over 30 days, the leads then send an SMS with a late offer to hook them back in. So you're going to get the SMS, you're going to get their phone number. This is sort of dependent on the service you're selling, but most services, you want to have their number. Some services, if it's really online, you just probably need their email, but yeah, so you want to get their contact number in the form of interest, because that's going to be really valuable for you. So the lead sent an SMS with a late offer to hook them back in. So this is where you're just trying to get the most out of them. So some money is better than no money. So for example, the leads send an SMS with a late offer, so 100% discount on an SEO service. So whatever their service they were after, you don't have to actually do SEO. I'm just saying, like, whatever they were trying to buy, you want to give them a massive discount, or like a last minute offer, or something that's just going to draw them back in. And because it's SMS, it's going to be really high sort of reply rates, because it's quite personal. So if they reply with interested or show me more, AI then begins qualifying them in the same SMS conversation. So this is going to be built on like sort of Twilio, BotPress, stuff like that. I've got a tutorial on my channel if you want to see how I've got tutorials on all these systems, by the way. This is just me going over the complete sort of build, but I've got videos on the lead qualifier, personalized follow-up, and this lead re-engaging as well. So check out my channel and watch how I actually make these. But I wouldn't be able to go over it all in this video. It'd be too long. But yeah, if they respond with interested or show me more, AI will then begin to qualify them in the same SMS conversation. So that's where BotPress and Twilio work. So it will bring in a BotPress bot instead of just the same static like responses. It will start an actual AI conversation, and then the lead's also prompted to stop if they want to opt out. So let's say you send this offer to them, and then they don't actually they want to opt out. They just type stop. So you have to give them a way to opt out. Otherwise, you don't want to unnecessarily spam on SMS, because it's not really good for your reputation, to be honest. But yeah, you want to give them a way out. So once they say stop, it's updated in the CRM. That lead is officially like gone. They're not going to be sent any more qualification after that. So that's like their way out, sort of. And then once the AI then asks some questions, so it's going to say like, what's your goal with the service? And it's going to try and sell it to themselves. So they're going to talk about why they actually want this SEO. Let's say they want to get more website clicks. You know what I mean? So they got to sort of sell it to themselves. But you don't want to spend too much time qualifying them in SMS. You want to just get them onto a call really quickly. So ask 1 or 2 questions like this, and then keep it brief, and then push them onto discovery calls. So you want to send a Calendly link ideally over SMS. So you want to say like, we can speak more on this. Do you just prefer Monday or Tuesday? Or you want to say, do you prefer afternoon or morning? And then you just want to say, yep, I'll send you my Calendly link. And then you want to just get Twilio to just send over your sort of, it can be Google Calendar link, whatever sort of meeting link you want. And then the lead will just book straight in through your SMS conversation. So this isn't a very long sort of service, but it's just quickly squeezing out that last bit of value out of each lead. And then the sales team obviously is going to be alerted when discovery call is booked, CRM's updated, and the system will repeat once more on the 60th day. So let's say they don't opt out, but they don't book in a call. This will repeat once more in another 30 days. So after that, it completely stops, and then all those leads are dead as well. So why this works really well is agencies on average have 95% of their leads as dead or cold leads in their CRM, and they haven't been touched for months, even years. So this is going to do all the dirty work in the back end that you don't really want to follow up with them, but you want sort of a system to try and squeeze the most out of them. This is going to be perfect. System will follow up with 500 leads for a marketing agency. Even if 1 or 2 of these leads book in, that's 2 to 5K per month that would have died otherwise. So it's like really low sort of friction as well for agencies. They don't have to change any of their CRM or ad spend. This is just, you don't even have to scrape leads or anything. This is just automated, no labor, getting the most out of every single bit of leads you have. And then it easily pairs with lead qualifications systems and follow-up systems, as I just showed you. So these systems all work really seamlessly together, and it becomes just a complete one-stop shop of just inbound automated sales. So it's really effective, to be honest. And then, as I said before, repeats the cycle for 30 days to ensure there's no leads that slip through, and it sends it to them via SMS, which is more direct and personal than an email. So that's pretty much everything I've covered for the inbound system. So I hope you thought that was of value to you. As I said before, I've got tutorials on how to make all of these systems on my YouTube channel. So go on my YouTube and check out how to make these individually if you really want to make them for your systems. If you want me to just jump in and sort of audit your business and then make these systems for you, so you don't have to worry about making like mistakes and stuff like that, and you want it to just be run for you, you want a nice dashboard that I can share with you so you can track all these metrics. My email is going to be in the description as well of this video, so you can just email me and we can chat about how this couldn't be done for you. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. If you have any other videos you want to see relating to automation, AI, please leave in the description below. But yeah, thanks.